Anyone here? Hey, just trying this out, AC. First time live streaming. I'm just fooling around, man. But if I did have, what are you into, man? If I did do a live stream, would you want to see like like my video game collection or any of that kind of stuff? You tell me. Hey, alone. First time I've tried live streaming. I can't believe I even have 5 people in this room, which is unbelievable. So appreciate you guys. Yeah, Jamoris, you're right. KFC fries are fucking trash as fuck. It's fucking. I don't like. What's up, Jamoris? I don't even know why KFC got rid of that shit. Makes no sense. Makes it like the only thing I can think of is they fucking is it costs less to do the fries than it does fucking the wedges. I mean that's the only thing because didn't it coincide with COVID and everything else? I mean it was pretty strange. Around the same time they get rid of wedges and now they have fries. Maybe it's a coincidence. I don't know. But hey, man, all three of you, AC, Alone, Jamoris, I'm going to send you guys out some goodies. I want you to email me at andyvhb@aol.com. andyvhb@aol.com, and just type in the code word in the heading live stream, and just give me like an address or a PO box or something, and I'll mail you out some stuff. Um, for even being here, this is pretty cool that you guys are even here. So do that. I'll try to get that out by the end of the week. Yeah, potato wedges were awesome. Um, if I do live streams going forward, what do you guys want to see? I can do video game play. I can just show off my collection. I can whatever. Just give me some topics because this is my first time. Yeah, I'll put it in. Um, what's up, video game lover? I'm good, man. Again, first time live stream, and the fact I even have 6 people in this thing is incredible. 7 now. That's bananas. So thanks for clicking on this. It's my first time ever. I'm fooling around with it. I probably should have done this a long time ago. But just tell me what you guys want to see. Donald Leal. Oh, I shave it every week. Every week I get a haircut. Like, first of all, if it looks like I'm high, I'm not. My right eye, my left eye, my right eye. I guess you're if you're looking at it, it's my left, but it's really my right. Looks like it's shut. Um, but anyway, it's not that. I'm coming down with some allergies or whatever. And so anyway, this every week I get it shaved. Every week. Donald Wheel. I appreciate you missing me. That's pretty cool. You know. Uh, all right, Jamoris. Sounds good. So yeah. Tell me what you guys. Tell me what you guys want to see a live stream about. We can talk about whatever. Um, I'm thinking of maybe doing one live stream a week, giving out like prizes and stuff like that. If you're part of the live stream, that's. I'll probably show off a video game collection or whatever, or whatever my new game room. You guys can be the first to watch to look at it if that interests you. I assume video game lover it'll interest you. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. How's everybody else doing? Here's my face, Donald Wheel. Where I'm sitting, and I guess where the camera is on my computer is makes me look like this. So I'm in my bedroom too. If I live stream, it'll probably be in the well, no, because the internet connection sucks in the game. But oh, we're back up to 6 people. C4. I'm telling you guys, you got to drink this shit. If you haven't seen the video, go watch it. It's incredible. Fucking incredible. Oh god. Fucking every once a week, it's weird, and it's not Corona. Once a week, it seems I come down with like this mini cold. Where like I feel okay, but I'm shivering a little, and then my nose starts running. I don't cough. I don't have any of the coronavirus symptoms, and then immediately I get some sleep. Immediately it goes away. So I don't know what the hell that's all about. You guys can figure that out for me. That'd be great. But You guys hear me? Yeah, no. Bro, same happened to me today. May as well hit the thumbs up. Thanks, Donald. Alone, what happened to you today? Sickness or what? Thanks, Jamores. Oh. Oh, I'm trying to random stuff. These goalie apple cider vinegar gummies, they're the shit. I want to eat like the whole bottle. That's the problem. I think if I eat the whole bottle, I'd die or something. But these are good. If you haven't bought them, buy them. I've been using them every day, like it says to, which is nice. I get a cold like almost every other week. Then when I take them, yeah, man, it's weird. I assume alone you're a guy. I can't see. I think you're a guy. It's icon. I don't know what you are. But you're a girl. I apologize if you're a guy. Again, I can't see real good. My eye is like shut, like I got punched. But hey Jay, man, what's up, dude? Are you okay, Jay? Like I think I saw something on Facebook a while back. Some shit happened with you, or was it somebody else? Like some personal shit happened with you. You don't have to explain it in here, but hit me up on Facebook if it was you. I could have sworn I saw a post that you had something like bad happen to you or personal happen to you or whatever. Uh, so okay, maybe it wasn't you, or maybe you're fine in general. Okay. Not me. Okay. Yeah, I don't know who it was. Weird. Oh, I know who it is. I know who it is. So you guys baseball fans, are you excited about what's going on tonight? I think the Yankees are up 3-1. I know Pat's excited about that. Obviously, is it? Talking to EDP right now. Okay, it is him. All right, good. Hold on, talking to EDP. Hey, comment for those of you who are here. Comment to me. God, I can't. Alone, and for everybody else that's here. Um, the worst part about like having a cold or whatever is that tickle you get in your nose. It's like so annoying. It doesn't hurt. It's just annoying as fuck. There we go. Yeah. Comment what you guys want to see a live stream about. I'm new to this. Yeah, I could do gameplay. You guys could watch that, I guess. But my physical copy of Streets of Rage 4 is coming out in September. I'll probably live stream that. But just tell me what I should live stream about. I don't really know what I'm doing here. The fact that you guys are even in here for this long is a miracle. So appreciate that. I can't believe I'm going for 9 minutes right now. But yeah, I don't know. Whatever you guys want to talk about, we can talk about. Uh, you guys, for those of you who are in here, do you want another scratch ticket video? I'll upload another scratch ticket video. I don't know if you guys can hear me at all. What I'm saying is the microphone on. Who knows? Microphone. Yeah, looks like it's on because of the Little Mito. What's up? How are you? Did I say that right, Little Mito? Huh. There's a timeout button. What are we for? Put user in time. I assume it's timeout. That's retarded. Timeout. I mean, what are we? Like, what's the point? I have to go on runway repair duty at 2:30 a.m. Pacific, so that's 5:30 a.m. my time. So no ball for me tonight. But yeah, I'm excited about baseball. I'm a Giants fan. honestly don't care what you do. I will just show up anyway. Alone, thanks, bro. I appreciate that. That's cool, man. So you're on the West Coast, on runway repair duty. Do you work at LAX or something? Well, you wouldn't work at LAX. You're a Giants fan, so Morris sits for trolls, basically. I figured that, but it's like there's an option to just block the or remove the person. So why wouldn't you just remove the person versus just putting them on timeout? It's like I think it's stupid. Giants fan. What do you think of the Giants are going to do, bro? Like, it's weird. So they got Dustin May. My buddy was telling me he picked Dodgers only because he thought Kershaw was starting, but now that Kershaw isn't, it's Dustin May. Um, Cueto man. I could see him going 6 2/3, giving up 1 run. I could see him going 2 2/3, giving up 100 runs. It's like you can't. With where he is in his career right now, it's really a toss-up. So, what do you think, Don? Do you think the Giants are going to win tonight, or do you think the Dodgers will kill them? Oh, alone. Me and EDP are real tight. Yeah, we're definitely real tight. Really tight. He's one of my closest friends that I've met here on YouTube, and he's a really. Here's the thing. One thing I don't know if you guys know EDP like I do. I'm privileged to say that shouldn't say privileged. Well, privileged, but not in the pompous ass type way. You know what I mean? Like privileged as honored is really what I mean. To have met him, hung out with him, we went to a Giants game together. He is one of the nicest. Me and him talk about all sorts of stuff, off of YouTube, like on the phone and shit. He is one of the nicest, most genuine people I've ever met. He really is. He's a fucking awesome person. And I started watching EDP's videos way back. I was living out in Illinois. I was a high stressful sales job. And the only thing that made my day any good whatsoever was at night when I couldn't sleep because I was so stressed. I would watch EDP, and no matter what was going on, he fucking made me laugh. Like all you guys who know EDP, he does the same thing. He makes you guys laugh. And I said to myself, this dude, I'll never forget it. I was sitting there. This is when Domino's Pizza, we're talking 2012 roughly. Domino's Pizza had just come out with their new crust, the garlic crust and shit. And I'm like, this fucking crust is incredible, blah, 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 blah. Well, EDP ended up making a video talking about how awesome the crust was. And I was like, you know what? That's my dude right there. Way back 8 years ago now. That's my dude. But as the years went by, me and him, we talked, this, that, and the other thing. I invited him out to a Giants game. We chilled there. We went to a couple of restaurants out there and stuff. Eagles ended up losing, unfortunately. But it was cool. But aside from just hanging out with him, he's a really, really, really good dude. Really good dude. And I'll have his back till forever. You know? No, alone. No, 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 no. Unless I don't think we did. I mean, maybe you know something I don't know, but no. No, no, no. Me and him are really tight. Really tight. Really tight. Um, it sucks because well, I guess I don't know if giant players should feel bad how Bochy. Yeah, yes, I agree with you. Well, see, that's almost like there's always a honeymoon phase, Dawn. Whether it's sports with a new manager, with the exception of the Sox and Bobby Valentine, that was a disaster. But more often than not, 9 times out of 10, there's always a honeymoon phase with the new guy. I mean, think of it. I'm a Red Sox fan. Obviously, you guys should know that. John Farrell, he won his first year as the Red Sox manager, 2013, and then that was the players got tired of him. So there's always a honeymoon phase. If they win for the new guy, it's almost a slap in the face to Bochy because and look, the players can say whatever they want. Don, you're out there in San Fran. No, nothing happened behind the scenes alone. Um, Don, I don't you know better than I about the Giants beat, in San Fran. But the players can say whatever they want because what are they going to say? We don't want to play for this asshole? I mean, he's not Bobby Valentine. But, of course, they're going to say, oh, yeah, we're doing it for Bruce and this, and we're doing it for Bochy and blah, 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 and he's our guy, and we feel bad, and Baumgartner's saying I feel bad, and all this other garbage. And for a little while, it looked like you might sneak into the playoffs. You guys went on a little bit of a run, but then it didn't matter. Then the trade deadline happened. You guys got some guys, and then nothing happened. So, yeah. I mean, they underachieved the last couple of years. Same with Madden, with the Cubs. They underachieved, and it's not Madden's fault. It almost reminds me of with the Red Sox with Francona. I mean, they underachieved. I'll never forget it. 2011 was probably with the word, it wasn't as bad as 03. But to have like an 8-game lead with 15 games left and blow it, I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. I was in Galveston, Texas on vacation, watching the Sox at a sports bar, watching the Sox blow the game. Was it Scope on Baltimore? It was I forget who it was. A guy who was hitting like 230, and he hits a game-winning triple off of Papelbon or whatever the hell it was. And then literally the TV over, 2 innings later, Tampa ties it, and then Longoria wins it against the Yankees, and they snuck into the playoffs. I'll never forget it. Never forget that. But Don, you'll know more than me if the players really cared about Bochy, or they're just saying it because they have to. Oh my God, fucking sinuses. Anybody need some PS1 games I'm trying to sell? I don't need Crash. I don't need Face Off. And I don't need Tekken. I have these on Mercari. It's my allergies. Oh, man. Lito Mito, I've never seen you before. You still here? Where are you from? You know your baseball, very impressive. I'm a diehard. Baseball is one of my favorite sport. Well, it is my favorite sport. So this is funny. This is the funny part. Baseball is my favorite sport to follow because of statistics. I'm a huge numbers guy in general. I'm a huge stats guy. Football is my favorite sport to watch, and hockey was my favorite sport to play. So, but yeah, baseball. I'm obsessed with baseball. Not as much, I think, that I was prior to the Red Sox winning in 04. But here's the thing: I'm a realistic fan. If a sports team, like a couple of years ago, before the Celtics like Brad Stevens' first year, I knew they were going to be garbage. But it's when they're actually overperforming, like one of my teams, when they're overperforming or they're performing like they should. Like I'll never forget it. The early 2000s with the Bruins, they had some of the. I know you guys probably don't like hockey or watch hockey, but here's the deal. Bruins won, I think, I should know this. 2011? No, it was not. It was 2013. No, it wasn't. It was 2011. I think the Bruins won in 2011, if I recall correctly. Yeah, it was 2011. That's exactly what it was. Yeah, 2011. Yeah. Bill, aren't you from Lanesboro, if I remember correctly? But so anyway, early 2000s. I'm going to name off some guys. Bill, you're probably going to be the only one who knows this. Maybe Jay to an extent. Think about the Bruins in the early 2000s. You're from New Hampshire, okay. Think about the Bruins in the early 2000s. You had guys, I'm going to rattle off from what I can remember. These teams were fucking stacked. I've always thought that hockey would be the funnest sport to play. I want to play roller hockey. The weird thing is, Don, I couldn't rollerblade to save my life, but I could ice skate with the best of them. It makes no fucking sense. Rollerblading, forget it. Ice skating, pro. Bill Guerin, Sergei Samsonov, Mike Knuble. They had Joseph Stumble at one point in the early 2000s. Oh, come on, Andy. You could have named off 30 guys. Think. They had PJ Axelson, I think, in the early 2000s. They had, hold on, we got Guerin, we got Knuble, We got Samsonov. Obviously, we had was it Defoe in the early 2000s as the goalie? No, it wasn't Defoe. Come on, it was shit. How do I not remember who the goalie was? Yeah, man, Bill, I could have sworn you were from Lanesboro. I mean, you lived in Lanesboro, Mass, but from New Hampshire? Okay, cool. Yes, it is my first live stream. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, bro. I have no idea what I'm doing. So any advice would be great. Yes, I'm gonna respect your email me, bro, and tell me what I should do on these things. I'm thinking of doing maybe a scratch ticket, live scratch ticket. I'm thinking of doing like a couple of game room tours or gameplay videos or whatever. So, Alon's like, whatever you want to do. I think it was Alon. No, it was Jamoris. Hold on. Was it Alon? Hold on. I want to give credit where credit's due. Here it is. It was Alon. Okay, I got it right the first time. Yeah. Uh, yes, Bill, I remember the prank. And I got so much backlash for that. I got so much backlash for that prank that I mean, people were furious with me. Even when they knew it. Okay, so first they're mad because I posted something like that to YouTube. And then they were even more pissed when they found out it was a prank. It's like, wait a minute. You're more pissed that this was fake. You'd be less pissed even if it was real. It made no sense. Digital Sloth, thanks, man. Kind of, to an extent. I'm back in. So the solar industry was a mess. COVID obviously didn't help anybody. I'm back into what I was doing, just not at management level yet. That should have happened, but COVID obviously happened. And so I'm still battling and should be getting management very soon, but we'll see. Um, yeah, not like I was from the beginning, digital, but yeah, he was. Kenny did really good. Kenny, yeah, I'm gonna try digital. Busting my ass. Hopefully it gets to the point where I'm back to normal. But yeah, Kenny was that was like the third or fourth take. But even on the first take, I started laughing. So we had to do it, or the camera angle was bad, or whatever. Kenny was believable. Like he was really believable. I was shocked. I believed Kenny, and I knew it was horseshit. You know what I mean? So, um, yeah, man. If you guys haven't seen Leo, super cool to see you alive. Are you going to continue doing these? Found your channel through the home EDP. Leo, thanks, bro. Yeah, I am going to continue. It's my first one ever. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just winging it. I don't really know how long these go. 23 minutes. Holy crap! Can't even believe it's been that long, and I can't even believe 7 people are in this. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do them. I'm going to try to do them maybe once a week. I got to get into this just for fun. So, you know, um, yeah, check it out, Leo. I'm probably going to do them at night when everybody's home. Um, obviously not during the day. I would say maybe once a week. Like what's today? Thursday? Maybe Thursday nights. We'll have a Thursday night back in history class for those of you who remember history. And I hated history, but I forget the president. Somebody's going to tell me. I want to say it was Roosevelt, but I could be way off. But one of these presidents had something called fireside chats, and we'll call this the Thursday fireside chats with Andy. So we'll do this Thursdays, let's say 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. By the way, series finale of Blind Spot is tonight. Fire Stick is the best thing I've invented. A jailbroken Fire Stick is what I mean, because I literally don't need cable anymore. I don't need it. The only thing I need cable for is live sports. FDR did. I was right, wasn't I? Holy crap. Roosevelt is what I said, right? Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Holy moly. Yeah, Bill, you know what? I'm thinking of doing maybe I'll do one Scratch Ticket Thursday live and one Scratch Ticket Thursday just twice a month. I'll do one um, not live. Yes says, how will the Red Sox do this upcoming? Okay, so here's the thing. No, yes, opening night's tonight. I think the Sox play tomorrow. Almost positive the Sox play tomorrow. Hold on, me and ADP are talking. Bill D, been a great run of 5 years or however long I've been there. Sub. Hey, Bill, yeah, man. Hey, I definitely appreciate it. The fact that you even have been subscribed that long, man, I really do appreciate it. Obviously, majority of the videos like video game stuff you probably didn't care about. The fact that you're still subbed, and those were the days, man. I'll never forget how Scratch Ticket Thursday came to be. I had just gotten a huge bonus check from work, and I said, you know what I've always wanted to do? I've always wanted to buy a book of scratch tickets. I've always wanted to do it. So me and Kenny are sitting there. I'm like, Kenny, you want to scratch a book of tickets with me? He goes, I mean, do I got to pay for it? I said, no, I'll cover you. He goes, yeah, all right. I said, let's just throw it up on YouTube because that was really my first. I had a couple of video game videos back then. But winning scratch tickets, you're absolutely right. That video got over 100,000 views in like a month. I was like, holy crap, people watch this shit. We had just done it for fucking ha-has. You know what I mean? I didn't think anything of it. I said, fuck it, I'll throw it up there. Who knows? We'll see. But those were the days, guys. Bill, yes. Even Jay's back in the day. What happened to your potty mouth? Very tame tonight. I'm a little under the weather. Here's the thing. When I get riled up about something, when I get really riled up, you will hear me. Username, thank you. I appreciate that, man. When I get riled up, you'll hear me the glory days. I'll never unsubscribe until I know there'll be more tickets to come here. Kenny right now is I'll do the whole I'll answer Don's thing. I'll go right to you, Bill. When I get riled up, you'll hear me swear. I go off. I just go off on a tangent. I don't care. Shit needs to be known. I remember when the Sox won the World Series against the Dodgers 2 years ago, when Ian Kinsler booted that ball in the fourth, whatever the inning it was. Pat was over, McLovin was over, watching it with me. I lost it. I fucking just lost. I wish, and it just came out, and Pat said it was the funniest tirade he's ever heard in his life. I just lost it. I lost it on Ian Kinsler. I fucking lost it on the whole team. And the hilarious thing about that was, as I found out later, because I guess Chris Sale erupted in the dugout. Was it? No, it wasn't that game. It was the next game. Okay, when Ian Kinsler booted the ball, I didn't erupt. I stayed for that whole game. The next game, game 4, was when I fucking erupted. When they were down, 5-2 or whatever the hell it was? And I just erupted. And at that point, hilariously, I ran into the game room. I started playing. I forget what I was playing. But I had already given up, like every Red Sox fan. Every Red Sox fan. And all the ones that said, oh, you're a fake fan. You stick with your team through thick. It's like, shut the fuck up. Okay? How ADP is with the Eagles is how I am with Boston sports. Yeah, I guess you could say I have a head ass. But that's how I am with Boston sports. And I fucking went off. And hilariously enough, long story short, I found out later at the exact same time I was going off, Sale was going off in the dugout. So it was pretty funny. Not that Sale knows I went off. No one outside of McLovin knows I went off. But I wish I had videotaped that somehow or audio taped, because it literally was fucking not scripted or anything. I just went off. Did you stick with the Bruins when they were down 4-1 at Toronto? So here's the thing, Bill. I had no idea that. I knew Game 7 was going on, but I did not know what had happened because as they were playing, I was flying back from Texas to Illinois. No, I wasn't. I was flying back from Texas to timeout. It couldn't have been Illinois. No, was it? No. No, I was flying from Illinois to Massachusetts. It's exactly what I was doing. No, it wasn't because I drove from Illinois. What the fuck? Wait a minute. Was that game in 2013, Bill? 4-1, they were down 4-1, or was it? It wasn't 2011. There's no way. It had to have been 2013, correct? Wait a minute. No, it was the year they lost to the Blackhawks in the Stanley Cup. It was 2013. 2013, right? That's the year they lost to the Blackhawks, correct? I'm pretty sure it was, yeah. So it's 2013. I was flying back from 2013. Yeah. So I was flying back from Texas to Illinois, and I couldn't believe so we were on the plane. No, you're cool, man. I appreciate that. So 2013, I'm flying back from Illinois to Texas. Jesus Christ. From Texas to Illinois. And I land, and the TVs on the plane come on, because obviously they're off for that little snippet or whatever. And I check my phone because the TV didn't have the hockey game, but I was able to then check my phone, and I go to ESPN, and that literally was the caption. Bruins roar back for whatever the hell it said, and I couldn't believe it. I was beyond. So then I watched the highlights, obviously, on my phone. That's bananas. I can't imagine watching that live. Friendly, what's up, dude? But had I been watching that, Bill, I would have left. I would have fucking lost it. I probably would have lost it. Here's how bad. When the Bruins were last year, when they were in, was it last year? Jeez, man. This year so far has been so fucked up, I don't even remember years anymore. It was Next Prime. What's up, dude? Yeah, Bill, I can imagine. I can imagine it was an amazing moment. Here's the thing. Bruins played Vancouver. Oh my God, I'm so tired. The Bruins played fucking St. Louis. Yeah, it was last year. Yes, yeah. Game 7 comes on. I'm watching that. They go down. Was it 2-0 at one point? I shut it off. I said, fucking goddamn. And you know something about, and this is what Boston teams always do, with the exception of the Red Sox lately. But Boston teams put themselves in positions where you think they're going to fucking create a miracle. They beat St. Louis pretty handily in St. Louis for Game 6. And you're like, they're at home. Excuse me. They're at home. You're like, there's no way they lose Game 7 at home. They're fucking home. Nope, that goalie stood on his fucking head. And it's like, you know what? Did St. Louis really beat us, or did we suck? And it was probably a combination of both. But when their coach, was it Berube or something? Thank you, Digital. Berube, Craig Berube there, is that his name? When he fucking cried to the press about the refs, immediately the thing was 5-0 win St. Louis for Game 6. Yeah. Yeah, when Berube cried, that's when all of a sudden the penalties started being called against the Bruins, and St. Louis got off scot-free. It was the most weirdest, coincidence of all time. And Bill, from what I remember, Don Sweeney, he fucking went ballistic in the press box. I mean, he was throwing shit when we went down 2-0. Oh, this coach, who's the Cassidy? Cassidy is like the quietest Boston coach ever. Like, he's like a forgotten man. Like, you think about it. Brad Stevens is everybody knows Brad Stevens. Obviously, we know, Cora, Belichick. But Cassidy is like, the average Boston fan, I guarantee you, would not be able to recognize who the hell Bruce Cassidy was. They'd recognize Bruins players, But if you told the average fan that that was your coach, they'd be like, "What? Bruce Cassidy? Nobody fucking knows who this guy is." It's the weirdest thing, Bill. Oh yeah, the Blackhawks game. I remember seeing that game 6. That was they had a 4-2 lead with like 5 minutes left in game 6. That was fucking unacceptable. Tuukka Rask, I can't blame him for 2019. He fucking played well. He really played well last year. 2013, he played like shit in the finals. There was no excuse for us losing game 6. None. But what else? I knew I was going to say something to somebody said, okay, Finnegan humor, dope. Thanks, bro. I'm missing some stuff. The Glory Gig, a reunion with Kenny. What happened to your? Okay, so I covered Potty Mouth. A reunion with Kenny would be cool. Kenny right now, I think he's still in Myrtle Beach. Just talked to him the other day. Everyone pray for Glasses. For those of you who know Glasses, is he's having surgery on his heart. So, told me. You're pretty injured in 13. Bergeron the broken ribs, punctured lung and jaw. Yeah, he's a fucking warrior. And so is Chara. He had a broken jaw last year, didn't he? For like 3 rounds of the playoffs. I appreciate it, Don. Yeah. I probably am born for it. I'll try another one. Because you're getting me as a real person. You know what I mean? You're not getting some I got a script in front of me or any of that shit. So whatever comes out of my mouth is gonna come out of my mouth. Yeah, so pray for Glasses. He's in trouble. Well, heart surgery, is rough in the streets. All right, let's see what we got here for icons. I don't know what any of this shit is. So, what is this? Photo? All right, somebody help me out. What's wrong with Glasses' his heart? He was born with a. I'll tell you what he's told me. He was born with a. He was born basically with a bad heart, and but so okay. He's having a heart cath. I assume cath is catheter. I don't know what that means, but in a few weeks, he has varicose veins on his left leg. He went to a cardiologist 2 days ago. He needs his fenestration closed. He had a cath 5 years ago. They were ready to do it. Wasn't feeling well for the past week, so that's what's going on there. I don't know any medical jargon. I need a fuck. Been using this. Look at this. Dude, what the fuck? Who had the same problems? Was it Alone? Let me scroll up. I'm trying to remember here. Yeah, Alone. Once a week. What the fuck? It comes out of left field. I'm fine. All of a sudden, maybe is it the AC? Is it too much AC that's doing this to me? That could be it. I have the AC blasting in my car all the time. It's a million fucking degrees down here. Massachusetts was bad. This is horrible. Like the humidity here is beyond fucking belief. Don, are you on the West Coast? Donald Leal, are you on the West Coast? That was a dumbass question. What I meant to say was, are you in San Fran or LA? Because you're a Giants fan, I don't think. All right, what are these icons? All right, I got a fucking camera here. What does this do? Can't even do that, whatever these are. Freaking Gamer says cool. I got, all right, I get I don't know what these things are. I don't know what any of this is. SoCal now, okay. There's a guy that fucking calls. Does anybody listen to Mad Dog or Sirius XM 82? I think he's from SoCal. I fucking hate him. I can't stand the dude. He calls in and Oh my, he's just so fucking annoying. I literally want to fly down there and beat the piss out of him. That's how fucking annoying this guy is. He's an Angels fan, and he's a Laker fan. And what the fuck is his name? Mike from the OC is his name. Mike from the OC. Oh, he's so fucking annoying. All right. Live chat. Participants pop out chat. What's a pop out chat? All right. This one over here. I see. So the chat moves to the left. I just saw that I commented on Scratch Ticket Thursday, episode 6, which was more than, yeah, that's bananas. Bill, I could have sworn you lived in Lanesboro. I'm mistaking you with somebody else, obviously. Good. Somebody close to you. All right, so I don't like this. Let's get out of. All right, good. Chat's back over there. Live chat. All right, participants, I get that. Fine. Emojis. I don't know what this is. What does this do? What is this button? The right, is it like a send button? I imagine it is. You said that before, huh? It's someone else for sure. I just moved to Florida in May, though. Cool. What part of Florida? Oh, geez. How are the fucking COVID cases down there? Still a Giants fan. How are the COVID? What part of Florida? Oh, God. Sinuses, bro. It's not a way to live. No, sir. I don't know what any of these buttons do. Expand menu. Manage. Here we go. Okay, so I'm on webcam. Manage. I don't know what the hell manage means. Stream now classic. It's probably the stream the classic. Here's the thing. For those who upload videos to YouTube, I hate this new. I love the classic uploader. I hate that they're getting rid of it. This new upload feature is fucking trash. I don't know why anyone likes it. I can't believe anyone fucking likes it. I always click fucking classic upload. It's just so easy for me. You know, maybe it's because it's fine and right. It's fine and right near NASA. Wow, isn't that the same NASA that was in Men in Black 3 or something? Men in Black 3. Yeah, 3. Like Coral Gables or something. I don't know. Use this fucking rag. So I'm gonna have to use a rag. Fucking wipe my nose. Ugh. I can see the launches across the street. That's pretty cool, man. Front row seats to that shit. So why Florida? You were in New Hampshire, right? So why Florida? Just to get out of the. What's the difference of the classic? I wish I could articulate what I mean when I say that. Man. I guess the best way for me to describe it to you is just the interface is so easy. And the new, like, so if you want to monetize a video, you got to click on a separate thing. Whereas literally classic was you upload the video, you put in the title, you put in the tags, you put in the description, right? You then click to the next thing, literally, and you click on monetize, literally a tab right at the top. And you fucking monetize, you do whatever you want, and then you hit upload. It took 5 fucking seconds. This new thing, and I'm not talking about is this video suitable for children? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the new one. There's a title screen, then there's a thing, then there's a thing, then there's a this. And then you got to find the monetize button, cheaper housing, and I work remote, simple life, got a nice house for me. Yeah. Correct, Bill. You know, Florida, depending on where you live, you can get really nice houses for cheap. Really nice houses for cheap. And my dad just moved to New Hampshire a couple of years ago. He bought a house. I wish I remembered where in New Hampshire. He's like, he bought a ton of acres. He like lives in the middle of nowhere. Um, I have a feeling it's, God forbid when he passes, I have a feeling it's going to be a bitch to try to sell. But, No, I don't. So my parents got divorced when I was 6. And I mean, I've talked to my dad a lot. Obviously, it's not like I have no idea who he is. We hung out all throughout the years. He had visitation rights, blah blah blah. But he's moved around so much. Like he was living in Weymouth, then he moved to fucking New Bedford. Then he was in Revere, I think, for a little. Then he was here. Then he was there because his work, you know, CNI Corporation, where he was working, they merged with another company and they sent him all over the place. And so he moved from place to place. And then he finally bought a house. He moved to New Hampshire and he finally bought a house out there. And I forget, I'm sure, to answer your question, yes, I don't know what town. I did, but I forgot it. Orange is 800. No, of course. Like, I'll give you an example. My property taxes in Massachusetts, in Pittsfield, where I lived, was almost 4,400 a year. That was my property tax. Here in Tennessee, it's 1,100 a year for a bigger house. You know what I mean? It's a no-brainer. That's why I moved, and there's no snow. I can tell you this though: there's fucking rain. It's like Seattle up in this bitch. There's a ton of rain. I mean, to the point where my deck on my house rotted out. The deck was like 2 years old, and it rotted out, and I had to redo it. Leo, too expensive. Where do you live? I wouldn't go that far, bro. Oh, well, that's different. That's different. Correct. Nashville's like New York City right now, from what I've heard. Yeah, that's unbelievable. Good for you, man. 550 a year. Good for you. My dad has a South Nashville. That's where you're from. That's cool, man. Thanks for subscribing or following the channel. I want to head out there one of these days. I haven't made it there yet. I've made it to Chattanooga, but I worked out there for a little while. Chattanooga's a fucking mess. There's some nice parts of Chattanooga. Yeah, I wish I could. Maybe when I retire. My dad has a condo out there in Port Charlotte. Oh, I'm so tired. My dad has a condo in Boynton Beach that he's renting out to somebody. If that person ever leaves, when I sell this, I may just buy the condo and live there. It's like what I heard. It's close to Miami or something. Boynton Beach. Fuck this. All right. If you go to Family Dollar, no, Dollar General, this shit is incredible. 0 calories, zero caffeine, zero sugar. Blood orange is the only one I drink. It's great. It's 75 cents for this fucking, what is this, a liter? Yeah, a liter. 75 cents for this fucking thing. How can you go wrong? I buy 10 a week. That's what I drink, aside from C4, which is orgasmic. Job is good. It's easier, less pay than what I used to do. Only because the price point of what I sell is a ton less. It's easy. There's literally kind of no stress. Um, but I'm trying to get back to what I used to do. And if I can successfully do that, there'll be a shit ton of stress, but the pay will jump 3 times the amount. And I'll be kind of back to where I was. So, I mean, 2019, half of 2019, and right now it's been a year of fucking nonsense. 2019 with my job shutting down, that obviously before COVID, job shuts down. I go to the solar company, that falls apart. I go to another solar company, then COVID hits. Oh, God, fuck. I can't breathe. So, yeah, all right. I think I'm going to go another 11 minutes or so. We'll do an hour for a live chat. For my first one, appreciate you guys even. I clicked Yeah, 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 yeah. Fucking Bill, just, I mean, you know. Now, do I regret moving? Of course not. Um, so digital 2019 was before the COVID happened. This is we're talking June of last year, almost literally a year ago. But in June, my company shut down its operations in Gatlinburg. So I'm like, fuck, what the fuck am I going to do? So I followed my boss. He worked. He knew a guy who owned a solar company, and he had been in business for almost 10 years. And the two guys, we were doing so well in Tennessee with solar sales that the guy who was in charge of the installations got so far behind that he panicked. And him and behind the guy that owned the other guy that owned the company, he was dialing down marketing behind the other guy's back. And so he finally found out what he was doing, and they both, the two guys that own the company, butted heads and decided to have a divorce. Literally, all the sales that we had done, the other guy, the guy who fell behind, literally mailed out cancellation letters and literally gave everybody the option to just cancel and get a refund. So that's what they did. So the other half of the guy that owned the company, the guy who's not did not fall behind, he started his own company with my former boss, and things were going fine, and then COVID hit. So, and COVID's affecting pretty much everybody unless you're a millionaire. So, to an extent, it'll be interesting to see. God, I feel like hell. It'll be interesting to see. Uh, hold on. Ah, it'll be interesting to see what the Republicans do with this. What the Republicans and Democrats do with this new care package, because supposedly the Republicans later or earlier today, but this morning, but later in the afternoon, which is now earlier, were supposed to release their package to the world, literally to the U.S., so the Democrats could see what they were working with. But they held off, and now, from what I read, they're going to do it on Monday. But the Democrats already said whatever the Republicans, from what they've heard, whatever the Republicans say they're gonna do, the Democrats have already panned it. What the Republicans want to do, I forget your pet situation. I was Luna doing well. I may be mixing up. Yeah, Luna's fine. Daisy was the one that wasn't doing well when I first got her. They're both fine. I actually, Bill, I uploaded a video about the dogs. You can see them running around earlier, like an hour ago. But both the Republicans and Democrats, with the Republicans, I think they've come to the realization they need to extend the unemployment benefits. They don't want it at 600 because nobody will go back to work. And really, can you blame anybody? I mean, if you're working at a hardware store, you're working at a gas station, making $8-9 an hour, and you don't have to go to work. Well, that's a bad example because those people are considered essential. But I don't know. If you work at what's a non-essential job, whatever, just insert the job, and you're making a shit ton more on being on unemployment. How can you blame anyone for trying to fucking make more money? You can't. But the problem that you run into is, and I get this, if people are making more on unemployment, nobody will work. But if you take away that extra money, then people are going to be fucked. So there's got to be a balance. And what I've heard is the Republicans want like 300 or 400 extra a week versus the 6. Because if they get it in line with what people usually make a week anyway, then people will just go back to work. They don't want to lose their job. But if you make it so much more than what people make, then there's no reason for them to go back to work, and that's going to be a problem. But if you take it away completely, the entire world will, well, the U.S. will collapse because people. I mean, we're going to see people lose their homes. We're going to see people lose everything because there. I read an article about this poor woman who lost her job, and the only way she's putting single mom putting two kids through college, and the only way she's staying afloat is with the extra 600. And when that goes away, if nothing else is put in there, she's applied for like 5,000 jobs. Nobody in her field is hiring. She's gonna fucking get evicted. Shit is scary as hell. You know, so we'll see what happens. Supposedly there's going to be another direct payment, another $1,200. I think they both have agreed on that, or the Republicans have at least agreed on that. But whether or not to continue unemployment benefits, that's really the key to the ballgame. I could care less about all the other garbage, and I'm sure a lot of you will care less about all the other garbage. And garbage meaning how much money is being set aside for testing, how much money is being set aside for schools and all this other shit. I personally don't give a shit about any of that. What I care about is how much is unemployment, how much are we getting as a direct payment. I'm sure all of you, Republican or Democrat, care about that too, because it's basically free money the government's going to give us because of what's going on. And for some people, you need that. I mean, shit. You're not going to throw away 1,200. Somebody handed you 12. My friend's younger brother went from making $320 a week. Yeah, that's a big difference. He doesn't want to go back to work. Of course not. Of course not. The problem, though, I don't know what's. Oh, he's in. All right. So here's the problem. Leo's in Tennessee, just like me. Tennessee, the maximum unemployment a week is $275. The maximum. In Massachusetts, it was $800. You believe that? In Massachusetts, on unemployment, it was $800. So, like, for example, if I still lived in Massachusetts, I would have been making $1,400 a week on unemployment. And Massachusetts, one of the last states to open up completely. So when I went back to work in May, end of May, Massachusetts was still not open until like mid-June. Now, here's the problem. If Leo's friend's younger brother is making $320 a week and he's only getting $275 on unemployment, I don't know if $50 a week is really going to make a difference, but for him it could. But of course, if he's making $700 a week, actually he'd be making $875. If he's getting the full $275, he'd be making $875 a week. $875 versus $320. Of course, he doesn't want to go back to work. But the problem now is if that extra $50 is given for his friend's younger brother, and they take that $600 away, they take it completely away, and it's just the normal max of $275. Or even in this case, he may not be getting the max. He may be only getting $200 a week on unemployment, and he's losing $120 not having a job. That's $480 a month. That's a lot of money to some. Especially, I don't know what he does or where he lives or his living situation, but if he's paying rent or whatever, that's a problem. Yeah. So let's see what the score is. God, I feel weak. When I go to sleep, I pray I'm good for work tomorrow. I can't fucking miss it. I can't. I'm in a race. At the end of the month, I was first in sales going into a week ago. I was first in sales. I blanked Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Blanked meaning didn't get a sale. And fell to fifth. And then I was off Tuesday and Wednesday. Went back today. I fell to fifth place. I was first. Top three get a bonus check at the end of the month. Well, I managed to sell today magically, thank God. Moved up to fourth. I'm only a sale away from second, 2 sales away from first. The Yankees are up 4-1. It looks like they're probably going to win that. Sorry. Guys, if you buy anything, I recommend going to Mercari over eBay. Mercari is a great app, at least for what I buy. Digital, I'll answer your question in a second. But I've gotten some really fucking good deals on Mercari. And people are not like scalping. Got to be smart financially in this world. Save, and don't spend money you don't have. Got to be, yeah, yeah, yeah. Your move to Florida saves you 12 grand a year, I'm sure. But my move, thank God I don't live in Massachusetts. I moved, I saved 3 grand just on taxes. There's no state tax here in Tennessee. I think there's no state income in Florida as well, if I recall, Bill. So that's huge. That's a raise in itself. A lot of people don't realize that. People, I guess state tax here, like to buy stuff, is 12% here in Tennessee, whereas in Mass it was like 9. And people are like, well, yeah, sales tax is ridiculous. I'm like, okay, go live in Massachusetts. Go live on the East Coast. Sales tax. Oh, sales people are complaining here in Tennessee about sales. I'm like, in Massachusetts, you got to pay an excise tax just to own a car every year. You have a car in Massachusetts. I'm not talking about doing your tags. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm literally talking about getting a bill from the state taxing you on how fancy of a car you drive. The fancier the car, the newer the car, the more in tax you literally got to pay just to have a car. It's the most stupid. Massachusetts, they joke about it, but it's true. What was I talking about? Massachusetts. Yep, Bill just typed it. What was I just talking about? I fucking forget. Before I went on to that tangent. I fucking don't even remember. Digital, when do you think things will die down and disappear? I don't know. Everybody thought in the summer the heat would kill it. It was. Here's the problem. I don't think it is. Yeah, sales. I was talking about sales. Why was I? What was I? Why though? Why would I go into that? I was going over something. I don't fucking remember. Oh yeah. If I hopefully, I know exactly what I was talking about. Oh, Mercari, thank you. Digital, thank you. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go back to the sales thing. The whole point of me bringing that up is if I'm sick, I can't miss a day. We're getting to the end of the month. I need to be able to keep pace. That's the sick part. As far as the Mercari part, I've gotten a ton of great deals on stuff, and people like unlike eBay, there are no scalpers on Mercari. There's no some schmuck who's going to put in. Like I'll give you an example. This game, this is the greatest hits version of Tekken. The greatest hits version. It's complete. This might be worth $12 or $15, right? Well, on eBay, you'll see this. It'll be somebody will be selling it for 33. It's like, what the fuck? On Mercari, you're actually going to fucking find people who are selling this for the same or less, not the same, what it's worth or less, which is great. Which is a great fucking Mercari is awesome. I love it. Now let's answer Digital's fucking question here. When do you think things will die down or disappear? Well, I don't think it will. And here's what I mean by that. You're in a catch-22. America, the United States, is one of the smartest people in general. They're extremely smart, but they're stupid. And the problem with the US is that every other country's numbers are down. Yes, they're smaller than the US. Like Italy, for example, is the size of Rhode Island, right? Italy is a country. The entire country of Italy is basically the size of Rhode Island. So obviously their numbers are going to be small. But the difference between the US and every other country, for the most part, is that every other country is like, okay, well, we don't want to die or we don't want to have any issues. So let's just fucking cooperate. In the US, we feel we're entitled. Everyone's entitled. Everyone's, crying about something. It's not fair about something. I'm not going to wear a look. Do you think I want to wear a mask? Is it that big of a fucking deal? You got people who are crying over the foul and causing a scene in stores. I'm not wearing a mask. I'm not gonna. It's like fuck. It takes 5 fucking seconds. Put it on. Go in the store. Get your shit. Take it off when you leave. What the fuck is the big deal? You're people are crying about my rights are being violated and all this other horse shit. It's like, look, what the fuck are we talking about? It's not like we're asking you to walk in naked. It's fucking put on a mask. I don't want to deal with it. Just put on the fucking mask or buy shit online. Causing scenes and fucking people are recording it and they're looking like they've been fucking molested, basically. It's like, fuck, put on a fucking. I don't want to wear a mask. I'm going to wear a mask all day at work. Okay, I got to climb up this fucking hill in 100-degree weather with a mask on, walking up this fucking hill, this incline, every fucking day, twice a day. No, 4 times, 3 times a day. Twice on presentations and once to get to my car. 3 times a day. I'm drenched with sweat. I can barely breathe by the end of the day. But you know what? Fucking suck it up. There are countries out there that are sucking it up. Then we got us. You know, it's a big fucking everyone's. Look, I guarantee you, the people in the 50s and the 30s when they went through the Great Depression, if you could have transported those people who busted their fucking ass, okay, to now, people are rolling over in their graves if they could see what the hell the United States is doing. And before you go into, oh, it's Trump, it's this, it's that, no, no, no. We've been on this spiral, going down this road for at least the last fucking 8 years, with people crying about everything. Everything. Yeah, yeah. Alone, correct. I mean, there were a few people, once in a blue moon, you'd get some asshole. But a majority of the people, it's like, but to comment on Alone's statement, but it's like, look, we've been on the steady decline. On EDP's calling me. Hey, what's up, dude? You tried it? Really? Okay, well, on the can, no, you should. I mean, I don't know why you'd have an allergic reaction. On the can, it says you may feel. Um, all right, here we go. You may feel a harmless tingling sensation from whatever ingredients in there, signaling that your body is primed to perform. I'm on a live stream. Everyone's saying hi, by the way. Are you okay? Dude, I listen. I've never. I didn't feel what you're feeling now. No, Bill, it's not Kenny. It's EDP. Um, I didn't never. I didn't feel what you got the orange slice flavor. Okay, I'll check it out. I'll tell everybody in this live stream to check it out too. Bro, if you're seriously though, if you're feeling funny, just let me know. I'll figure it out. All right. So EP just tried C4 and he fucking he doesn't feel too good. So I think he's okay, but uh, he doesn't feel good from it. So that's not good. All right. What the hell? All right. So let's go back. These same people never got EDP. I'm missing dinner and a NASCAR race, bro. Don, I appreciate it, man. Yeah. Leo. He says he doesn't feel right. Like he feels all fucked up, which is I've drinking this. I've never felt what he's feeling right now by drinking this. Yeah, Bill, EDP's a great friend. Like he really is. He's a true. Me and him, not to sound gay or anything, but me and him have had like 2 3 hour conversations just talking about life and advice and just shit in general. Like he is a really fucking cool friend. He's a genuine fucking person. He really is. All right, let's go back to. So yeah, going back. So listen, we've been on the decline. Everybody's offended by everything. It's what the fuck has happened to the United States? Like what the fuck? Now, I'm not talking about teams changing their names because they're racist. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about I'm offended because you're wearing a blue shirt and it makes me feel sad. And because I feel sad, it's your fault. And I'm going to write a letter to my congressman talking about how you're pissing me off. And you know what? I'm just not going to go to work today because you're a fucking asshole because you're wearing a blue shirt. And it makes me get triggered. And it makes me feel like I want to go murder people and all this other garbage. And it's like, what the fuck? What the why? Look, fuck. When I grew up, I'm 36. When I grew up, and here's the thing. For me personally, I noticed when 9/11 happened, everything changed. It started to change. What do I mean? When I grew up as a kid, I'm 36. When I grew up as a kid, there were two types of males, right? There was at summer camp. I'll use summer camp as an example. You had people like myself who wanted to play sports 24/7, and there was like 90% of us. And then you had 10% of the guys in the summer camp wanting to just sit on the sidelines and look at twigs and look at rocks and play nature protection environment and all this fucking, horse shit that fucking, what the fuck? Let's play football, let's play soccer, let's play kickball, let's play. I hated capture the flag. I fucking hated it. But all the other stuff, I want to play sports, right? And after 9/11, I became a camp counselor. This is years later. And I noticed a difference in the mentality of the children. Everything flipped. Wait, Bill, you're 27? Okay, I was about to say, I thought you were like 50 something. Huh, 27. All right. So going back to what the hell was I talking about? As a kid. Well, when 9/11 happened, I noticed a change in the mentality of the kids. It started off where, like, okay, when I was a kid at summer camp, we had a counselor by the name of Adam Diamond. Adam Diamond was a guy, he stood up one day at camp. He stood up one day at camp in front of everyone and he goes, "Hey, I'm Adam, blah, blah, blah. I'll be your best friend. And, hey, and by the way, during lunchtime, if you guys have any treats that you don't want, just hand them to me." I'm like, fuck, I'll give this dude a cupcake. So I gave him a fucking cupcake every day. What's up, Viking? I gave him a cupcake every day. And I went home, told my mom, I said, "Hey, I'm giving Adam a counselor a cupcake every day." He goes, "Well, is he making you?" I'm like, "No." "Why are you doing it?" She goes, "Because I like him." She goes, "Okay." So she fucking packed two cupcakes for me, right? That's my mom. In the fucking 90s. After 9/11, I became a counselor and I got up one day and I said, "Hey," same thing Adam Diamond did. I get up one day and said, "Hey, if you guys, blah, 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 this, that, and the other thing, hey, during lunch, if you got some snacks you don't want, feel free to give them to me." Well, a kid did. The next day, I get a fucking talking to from the head of the group saying, "Andy, a parent called in concerned because they said that their son gave you a thing of Gushers." I said, "Yeah." And they're like, "Well, what happened with that?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" The kid said, "Hey, do you want my Gushers?" I said, "Yeah." "That's all?" "And yeah, that's all." Well, the kid went home like I did at that age and fucking told his parents, "Hey, I gave this cool guy Andy some Gushers." And they fucking called and complained. It's like, what the fuck? The kid didn't have to. And then as the years went on, I noticed, and this I'll never forget this till the day I die, unless I get Alzheimer's. Okay? We're playing soccer, and it's co-ed, boys and girls. I'm talking 9-year-olds, by the way. I'm a camp counselor at 9-year-olds at this point. We're playing soccer. Girls are playing with the boys. Everybody's playing. No. I take that back. The boys were playing soccer, and there were a couple of girls that were just sitting there watching what was going on. One of them was a fucking athlete, this girl. She was a fucking good athlete. But anyway, they're just sitting there watching. So one kid fucking trips another kid. Listen to this story, okay? Everyone pay attention. One kid on one team, by accident, trips another kid on another team, right? The kid falls down. The kid who fell down, his teammate watches him fall, and the kid starts crying. Not the one who fell. His fucking teammate watched him fall, and that kid started crying. Tears are coming down, like he just told him his dog died. And we stopped the game. And the counselors are just looking at each other like, what the fuck? So one of the counselors went over to the kid who started crying, and he goes, are you all right? And the kid's nodding, and he's seen everybody cry. You know, the snot's coming out, and the tears are coming down. You know, he's got that constipated face. And he goes, yeah, I'm okay. And he's crying. And the counselor goes, well, are you crying because he's and then finally the kid saw his friend start crying. So the kid who tripped, it was like this big ass fucking delayed reaction. He starts to cry. And then the counselor goes, are you crying because the kid who fell, he's crying? And the kid's like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm watching this whole thing go down. I'm saying to myself, what the fuck happened here? When I was a kid, we fell down, we fucking got back up. There wasn't any of this crying horse shit. We were bloody, knees bloodied. Everybody who's ever played sports is fucking, you know what I'm talking about. I don't care how old you are. You got fucking back up. The only time you cried if literally you broke something. Right? So the girl who's sitting on the sidelines comes over to me and goes, Andy, she did this with a straight face. She goes, Andy, I said, what's up? She goes, you know what I've noticed? I said, what's that? She goes, the girls are tougher than the boys. And I stood there, and I'm looking at her, and I laughed. I laughed out loud. I'm like, you're right. I looked right at her, and I'm right. And then as if to be satisfied with my answer, she did one of those, and then walked away. Like she was satisfied that I acknowledged the fact that she was correct. But she had a point. The girls that year, we're talking, I want to say 2000 and I think it was 2004. This was going down. 3 years after, and she was right. The girls, first of all the girls wanted to play sports. Guys switched. It used to be guys want to play sports, and like 3 of them wanted to go play with snails. Now it's the other way around. 90% of the boys wanted to play with fucking snails and rocks and leaves and all this other stupid shit. And 90% of the girls wanted to fucking play sports. Didn't matter what it was. And she had a point. And as we've gone on from 2004 onward, it's gotten gradually worse as a society. And now we're at the point where you can't fucking call somebody a boy. You can't call somebody a girl. You can't call somebody a him. You can't call somebody a her. You got to call them by it, she, he, whatever the fuck's going on. Okay? The sushi boy goes, hell yeah, snails. I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg. What the fuck happened? Think about the 1950s, the golden age of America, everybody says. You know? Think about that. We went from the 1950s, where people went to work for a living, they went to work, they came home, they had dinner as a family, they sat around as a family, and talked about whatever. You went outside and played sports, went outside and whatever. To the point now where we're mad because we have to wear a mask to walk 8 fucking seconds into a store to buy something, because we don't want to fucking die. And for all you conspiracy theorists out there that say, hey, it's not real, look, the number of deaths may not be real. Okay, there may be a situation where no matter what somebody dies of, it's automatically COVID. But if all these athletes are literally testing positive, it's fucking real. Okay, it's fucking real. Eduardo Rodriguez just tested positive. And I just read an article. He's on the Red Sox. He's a pitcher. I just read an article where they had to shut him down because he's really feeling bad. Like, it's almost, reading the article was a little scary because they shut him down from throwing because he's feeling the effects of the virus. That's not a good sign. So bottom line is, and I know this was a digital, I know this was a ramble, but when do I think it'll settle down or just be done? I don't. I don't think it will, because nobody wants to fucking cooperate. Nobody wants to cooperate. Nobody fucking wants to just cooperate. Look, I get sitting at home sucks. I get social distancing sucks. I get it. But you know what? If we don't just fucking deal with it, we're fucked. Everybody's fucked. Look at California. They just shut down again. California now is the most cases. It's surpassed New York. People don't give a fuck. They don't give a shit. They think they're invincible. That's the truth. Bill D, that's the truth. My friend is a nurse and they are being told to report the deal that is COVID. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. And look, it's a Democrat thing, I believe. I really believe it's a Democrat thing. So they could say, because here's the thing. I hope this is wrong, but I really hope the Democrats are not telling everyone to put it as COVID, so that if Biden gets elected, then they'll stop reporting every death as COVID and the numbers will plummet. And then they'll say, see, with a Democrat in office, look, the numbers are plummeting. It's really, because that's fucking horseshit too. I hope that's not the case. Oh, God. I'm telling you, folks, this blood orange is good. The sinuses are not. All right, I'm going to do 7 more minutes of this, and then I'm out. But oh, shit. For everybody who's actually come in here, hey guys, I appreciate it. I'll try to do this maybe once every Thursday night. I can't even believe. Look, there's not a million people in here, but 11. I didn't think one would. I literally, when I pressed start streaming, I thought nobody would even show up. I was like, I'll just fool with it just to see what it's like. And then you guys came in. So that's pretty cool. I appreciate that. I mean, you could like Don's doing right now. He's missing dinner and NASCAR. What are you having for dinner, Don? Chicken Parmesan Requiem, Chinese letters, and then a hog. I feel like I'm 100 years old. I don't know what some of this shit means. I just heard simp for the first time the other day. I didn't even know what that meant. So what does pog mean? Is it pog like pogs, or am I getting called something by this guy? I have no idea. No idea. But anyway, what's this? Okay, I just got, yeah. Look, I can't do insurance sales. I can't. I have my resume on LinkedIn and all this other shit, like fucking all the job websites, and I've gotten so many emails from insurance sale recruits to go and sell insurance. First of all, from what I know about in selling insurance, number one, a lot of people have insurance from their jobs, so trying to sell them another policy is fucking tough. Number two, you got to pay for your own leads. What the fuck? Fuck you. I'm not paying for my lead. That's ridiculous. I got to pay for it, and I got to pray to God the leads are good and valid. Fuck that. Now, look, I'm sure there are a ton of people who are great at insurance sales, but I also want to say And a lot of these people started out with family members and friends and then just kept getting referrals and referrals and referrals and referrals and referrals. I don't have time for all that crap. If I'm going to sell something, give me a good product to sell. You pay for the lead, I'll sell the product. I'm not going to pay for leads. Fuck that shit. Pretty much. I never seen so happy to get like 10 viewers now. All I see is so many ungrateful people that it's something to see. Yeah, you know something? Here's the thing. I always said, and alone, I'm going to answer that. There are so many people today that are famous, and they're such snobs. I'm not even talking about YouTube. I'm just talking about in general. Like if I ever got YouTube famous or famous in general, positive famous, obviously, not negative famous, but positive famous, I'm going to try to, I always said I would never be like an asshole. I don't care if somebody wanted a picture. I didn't care if somebody wanted an autograph. I didn't care if I had to wait 2 hours to get every picture or something signed. I would do it. Because at the end of the day, it's a cool feeling, first of all, to be wanted, let alone be famous. Everyone wants to be wanted. Think back to any time you asked a girl out and they said yes. You felt fucking amazing. Whether or not she was hot was another thing, but you felt wanted. People want to feel wanted. So, but two, I'd be like Keanu Reeves. The guy's a fucking saint. He's a cool fucking guy from what I've read. Everybody who's met him said he's a fucking angel from the heavens. You know, giving up seats on a subway, doesn't even broadcast the shit. Like, he's just a cool fucking guy. You know what I mean? So that's how I would always be. The fact that 10 people, 11 people are actually in this thing, it's a fucking miracle. I'm not a famous YouTuber. You know what I mean? A majority of you guys, you're brand new subscribers, with the exception of Bill, Yes, and Jay. Schreffler there. All you guys that have been in here are brand new to me, at least. You know, that's pretty cool. It'd be one thing if like I had 10 or 11 people in here and it's people that, yeah, thanks, Bill. It'd be one thing if there was 10 or 11 people in here and like I've known that like they've been subs for a million years. The fact that out of the 11, I think 11 was the most I've seen in this room. 17 likes though, so I don't know how that happened. I had 17 people in here at one point, but yeah, Sushi Boy. When I'm talking about like original subs, I'm talking about like people who definitely have like commented religiously on my videos for years. You know what I mean? Like I remember. First of all, I have a pretty good memory. Anyway, I'm like an elephant in that aspect. I remember random shit that is useless, but it just gets stored up in my brain. But like those three people I mentioned religiously comment, so it's in here. But out of the 11, I got 18 likes. I still only have 11 people. So it's cool if people are liking it anyway. But for like Sushi Boy and Digital Sloth and Vikings and Leo and all these people, the fact that you're out of the 11 that have been in here, 8 are new to me. That's cool. Now I remember you guys, and even Chicken Parmesan who called me a Paul. You know. But yeah, hey, it's been a cool fucking 12 people now. Even Lito Mito. I don't know who that is, but thanks for showing up. Oh, my sinuses. AC, Alone, Jamoris. Yeah, my fucking video game lover. My sinuses. Oh, we're up to 16 now. Alibra, I just saw you, dude. Ambi, Chris Johnson. Oh, now we got people. I guess EDP shouted this out. Chris Johnson, yo, I'm here from EDP. Luke Jordan, hey man. EDP, yeah, that's cool. All right, so we got EDP coming. I'll stay a little bit longer just for these guys who have come in, but basically for all you EDP, yeah, we got a bunch of people now. Alibra, I've been all right. I've been hanging in. Thanks, Doomsday. We're gonna do a live stream every Thursday, probably around 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. It's cool, you know. This is a fun thing to be able to interact with you guys and just talk about whatever. You know, it's a cool fucking thing to do. So, all right, we're at an hour and 30 minutes. I can't even believe some of you stayed this long. I'm doing all right, man. Thanks, Don. Bryce, I'm doing okay. But yeah, um, Eli Patrick, can you fix your webcam? I wish I could. It's tricky. I probably could, but I don't know how because my monitor is all the way up here. I'd literally have to. If I move my monitor, it's going to fall off the stand. Bill, I appreciate that. It's loyalty. Thanks, Doomsday. Yeah, I wish I could. I talked about this earlier. I wish this. First of all, the lighting in here sucks. So if I do another live stream, it's not going to be in this room. It's not going to be in my bedroom. It's going to be in the game room. Um, but Thursdays. Thanks, Gavin. Random anime clips, YouTube. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in, and yeah, every Thursday. So tell your friends. Oxy Productions, thanks, bro. Um, every Thursday, 8:30. We'll see you next week. Maybe I'll do some scratch tickets live. All right, guys. All right, for it's Doomsday. Ice Wallopus. Ice Swallow. Good for you. Good for you, Doomsday. EDP just made a video about the energy drink. I got to check that out. No, Thursday, Bryce, not Tuesdays. Thursday. If I said Tuesday, I fucked up. Yeah, you got the Doomsday. You got me. You got. I should be smart enough to read that, but I wasn't. Yes, I know random. I do know EDP in real life. If you look at one of my videos, me and him went to a Giants game. Thanks, Doomsday. Light skin EDP. Yeah, I've been called that. That's fucking funny. People, I've seen that in the comment section below. Comment sections before. Yeah, I'm gonna check out EDP's video, Foxy. Yeah, so me and EDP have hung out a bunch of times. I'm trying to get out to Bakersfield to actually surprise him one of these days. Every time I wanted to do this during quarantine, but California was such a hot spot at the time, I couldn't. Now, even if I took vacation time to go out there, I'd have to quarantine for 2 weeks and not be able to go back to work because California is a hot spot. You can't go there. Snoop Granny, Tom's Doomsday says hi. I will. Doomsday. But anyway, Thursdays, guys. Do you know where my father is? No. Is your father not in the picture? Yeah, Andrew P. I'm going to check out that video he did on Andrew. Thanks, Foxy. I will tell him I've watched it. I will, Foxy. I will tell him. Snoop Granny, yeah, tell him Tell him I said hi. Winslow, what's up, bro? Thursdays, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll do live streams every Thursday. And let me write down this. Wait, Bryce, are you my son? Holy crap! I think it is Bryce. Winslow, Snoop, Granny, Foxy. Oh God. Fucking All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Thursdays, 8:30. Tell your friends. See you then.